Guys, if you're part of my Discord, you would know I had to take a week off or so. But I think it's time that I announce something. I abandoned my Discord server for a week and a half just to film this video. If you're in my Discord server, sucks to be you. So I googled how many hours are in a week, and I found out that there's 168. So I thought, how many demons can I beat in 1 week? The timer starts now. So I went off the bat and went for Adrenaline Rush as the weekly demon, and instantly got 61%. So I kept trying, and around the 2 hour 45 minute mark, this happened. Okay, so I'm going to be making some commentary as well on the levels that I beat. I think Adrenaline Rush, it was really fun to play to begin with. Let's just be fair, it's probably one of the best levels that I played in this list because of A, how fun it was, B, it wasn't too crazy in deck. It was simplistic. It was still super fun. The camera work was amazing. I mean, my reaction was like, I'm so done with this, to be honest. But definitely one of the best levels. I think this was the hardest level that I had to play based on the attempt count. At the start that you saw was 111, so. But it is what it is. I mean, it was all just really one solid go. There wasn't really like, oh, I stopped playing and then had to restart the level. Well, the dual gameplay, there wasn't much of it. Mini swing was kind of hard to get down, but overall, very fun level. I would definitely recommend it. And yeah, it was a good level. We're gonna throw it on this little handy dandy list I made. And at 5 hours and 22 minutes, I beat it again normally. Just gonna throw that on the list real quick. So the next level I went for is Enter Snake. And it was pretty interesting. Okay, so this level was definitely one of the weirdest ones I've ever played. I mean, the beginning was fairly relative to the concept of, well, Enter Snake. I mean, snake, everything, snake, and Forest Temple. Well, really on topic, but as the level kind of went on, it got a lot weirder. This gameplay, it was fun for the most part. It wasn't that hard. Heard some of the clicks were a little frustrating. The first song was really good. Second song was like, okay, it sounds more like Roman beating sound. And then this last part was just super weird. I didn't understand it. It kind of felt like it didn't belong in the level, but it was still pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else to it. Enter Snake, I guess. Number 3. You already know what I'm going to say. Put it on the list. And after Enter Snake was by far my least favorite level, Degenerate. This was frustrating. So the level kind of starts out, very like, I don't even know how to describe this. But I mean, I didn't like the gameplay overall. It was really frustrating how easy it was and how I wasn't able to really do good on it. Gameplay was super weird, very awkward timings. The decoration style was not favorable in any way, but I mean, some levels are like that where you don't like the decoration style, but it was really not memory or skill. There's a level where you kind of just had to, okay, this, you just got to do it and just get it over with, and that's something that I had to face, and I didn't like it at all. It was very concerning the way this level was made. A lot of the weird gimmicks and weird transitions, just not fun at all to play. I would not recommend playing this level at all whatsoever. It was super weird. Just don't even try it. Like, actually don't try it. Please. And that level somehow earns itself the 4th spot on the list. Moving right along, our next level was Retro Circles. So, I mean, I like the retro theme a lot. Some of these clicks were definitely frustrating at the beginning, but I kind of got the hang of it pretty quickly. Overall, the first half of the level was not bad. I mean, it wasn't frustrating. It was fun to play. It wasn't relatively difficult at all. And then we get a little further on in the level. I'm like, okay, I think I could beat this really quickly. And oh boy, was I wrong. I struggled a little bit. You'll see why here in just a second. These uncoordinated speed changes in the wave definitely were frustrating at some point. It wasn't really sight readable for me. I couldn't sight read this super well, especially since, I had to start spamming, as you saw, and yeah, it just wasn't a good spot to be in. But I ended up getting this one down pretty quickly. It didn't take me too long, but the time gap started to get pretty big between demons. I wasn't playing as much GD, but I got other things to do, and I got that last coin somehow. So yeah, GG's, right? Right? Surely this isn't the end. Surely. And it goes in the 5th spot on our list.
The next level I beat was I Made This for Fun. But I don't think I made it though.
So this level was definitely, it was fun. It was not very hard. It was very more on the relaxing side. For the most part, I think definitely the ship gameplay was fun. It wasn't very fast. Deco was very cool. I liked the little flashing lights, but it wasn't too much. That's all together was definitely on the easier side of levels that I had to play during this challenge. Music was not intense, which was kind of a nice little setback there from other stuff that happened, and it's more of like a kind of a spa type of music. To be fair, after dying to 98 twice, I was kind of like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm actually gonna beat it this time. I didn't even mean to die at 98, but yeah, we'll throw up the clip after this. But anyways, yeah, this level was definitely something that was pretty easy. Goes right after Retro Circles in the 6th spot on our list. Okay, this better end soon.
The next level I ended up beating was Slap Squad 2. Also, there's cussing in this video. I'll throw a time up on the screen that you can skip to end up so you don't have to witness that.
To be fair, this one was one of my favorite levels. Slap Squad 2, as fun as it was definitely a little frustrating at sometimes, because the gameplay, it was definitely a speed up from the previous level that I beat. At this point, I started to run out of demons that I could find, until one of my friends gave me the GD demon ladder list that I used for pretty much the rest of these levels. But this one was definitely one of my favorites for sure. The song went so well with it. Everything else went so well with the level. The decoration was cool. The gameplay was fun for the most part. I mean, towards the end it got a little less fun. But the sync with the song was definitely nice. This boss fight was pretty cool at the start. And then they added in structures, it got a little annoying. Definitely would recommend playing this if you don't mind cussing for sure, but definitely cool level, would recommend. And I think that's pretty much it. It's pretty self-explanatory.
And yeah, I mean, there's nothing really else to say. It's such a good level. If you want a pretty easy demon, this one's good. And it rightfully earns a spot in the 7th spot on our list. It's a good level, okay? Don't blame me. Now we get to our electrodynamic stretch, which the next 2 levels use the electrodynamics song, but I'll be describing them both in 2 separate segments anyways. Lights and Thunder. This one was fun. It was definitely an old map for sure. I mean, if you can tell by the deco, but fun to play, not super difficult. Definitely a immediate recommend. If you can deal with a few frustrating clicks, then I think you should be okay. Yeah, after that, not super memory, nor is it like super skill based either. But there are a few timings that you need to get down to be able to beat this level. And I would say, yeah, super fun. It kind of like reminds me of what it used to be, GD, and we need this type of GD back. All this new stuff is just too much right now, and we need this back. It's just like refreshing from all the crazy deco, which there will be more crazy deco if you like crazy deco, but fun level. Just looking back at it, I don't really have an opinion because, you know, I'd spent such little time playing it, because I beat it super quickly. At least the end was easier than electrodynamics though. Well, speaking of which, and
From 59.
this level earns itself the 8th spot on our list. And our second electrodynamics level was Mecha Dynamism. I don't know how to say it, but it was basically a remake. Okay, so basically I just played electrodynamics in this one. So if you want me to talk about electrodynamics, okay, so basically electrodynamics is the main level in Geometry Dash, and it's a pretty hard level. It's actually worth, I think, 12 stars. And electrodynamics is probably one of the hardest main levels in the game. I mean, I think it's harder than Theory of Everything 2. I'm just kidding. But it's the hardest insane level in the main game of Geometry Dash. So this is basically a remake of electrodynamics. I think the decoration on this is really cool. The camera work is very questionable in some areas, but honestly, it goes well. It went for a little futuristic theme, and I think it nailed it perfectly. But some of the camera work, as I was saying, just not favorable for the player, making some of the clicks a little tougher than it should have been. And as well as the decoration is very distracting because I can't really focus, and I think that's just a skill issue on my part, to be honest. But yeah, this last ship part though, it was very very easy compared to the normal electrodynamics, which I'm very happy about. And that finishes our electrodynamic stretch, and earning itself the 9th spot on the list. And the next level that I beat was IS. Kind of ironic that it's like is, right? You know? This level was probably one of the most chill, laid-back levels I played. It's song-based, but it was very enjoyable overall. Well, IS is whatever you want to call it. It is fun. A lot of the gameplay flashing lights wasn't very helpful, and if you have epilepsy, sorry, but that's nothing I can do about that. The gameplay was overall very fun. Some of the little parts towards the end were frustrating. More of a skill issue on my behalf, though. You know, but whenever it was like the song Spider part, I got down super easy. Overall, I think the hardest part for me was definitely towards after the Spider part. There's a little wave part, sorry for spoiling, but see, there it is. This wave part is just not
for some reason I wasn't able to do it. I kept dying to the little gears. I don't know why though, but I didn't really get a chance to do that last part and like die there because I did it in one attempt. Actually, I did get 97 in one run on practice mode. I was not very happy about that, but and yeah, that's the level pretty much. It wasn't that hard, wasn't that bad. So yeah, pretty cool, right? This level earns the most rifle spot as the most relaxing number 10 spot on the list. After IS was a level by the name of Sea Hunter. Sea Hunter was definitely one of my favorite levels in doing this challenge. It was fun. It was way too easy. It should have been a 9-star or something. Demon was a little generous, I guess. I mean, when credits take up 25% of the level. Very cool decoration. The gameplay was fun. It also reminds me of playing this one level a while ago when I beat like 2 demons in one stream. I think it was called Down Under, but definitely reminds me of that level. It's the same song, I think, but I think Down Under was harder, if I'm gonna be completely honest. This level, very fun. The song is just very good in general. So great pick on the song, great pick on the decoration, but I wish it was a little longer of a level, noting that it kind of ends right here and does like 2 little different credit scenes and logo pictures. I don't know, whatever you want to call it, but definitely very cool. Big recommend and big applause to the creators. Congratulations. Joining the boats at the bottom of the Bermuda Triangle, Sea Hunter puts itself in the 11th spot on our list. Well done. Up next was the easiest level, Lost W. Lost W was definitely the easiest level for sure. It only took me 59 attempts, which is kind of insane. I believe I fluked it. I'm not sure. But the deco was just so cool. I don't even think it was asked to be rated a demon. I think the request was 8 stars or something, which is kind of crazy to even think about that. But the level overall was really fun, super enjoyable. The song definitely fit the level super well. The gameplay just synced with it. One of the two, maybe even both. But decoration definitely carried this level so far. The gameplay, it wasn't that it just felt a little boring, to be honest. I mean, it wasn't that much going on. A lot of orbs, not really like game mode changes at all, but it was still really fun. The ending screen was also super well done, so very big props to the creators of this level, for sure. Since the level was so easy, it easily earns itself the 12th spot on our list. Next was a level called Diminution, and yeah, you'll have to see what I'll say about it just like right now. Diminution was definitely one of the most interesting levels and gameplay wise on our list today. So when I was talking about gameplay, I mean camera work, so it was something else. I mean, the song was a little interesting too, and you can tell. Also, I kind of flipped my phone upright so I could play the ship normally. Thank goodness it didn't like flip my screen or whatever. But yeah, it's kind of a little hack that I used for the ship part. And the spider part was a little tricky, so I almost died to that spike. And then it got very easy with this UFO part and the wave part, and especially the part after, or this swing copter part too. It just felt super simple for the most part. very dungeon-like, but very cool. And yeah, it has to go on this little table and then runs off into the distance. But yeah, very nice level. I also beat it in 69 attempts. Very nice. Diminution then finds its way to the 13th spot on our list. After Diminution, our next level was Halcyon. I think that's how you pronounce it. Halcyon, I don't know how to pronounce it, just don't get mad at me. This was definitely the most beautiful level of the challenge that I had to play. Very fun. The music definitely went very well with the level's design, and the deco was just so good. I don't know how this wasn't legendary in the beginning, but based off the GD Demon Ladder list, this was definitely a good pick. Like, I think this level was for sure a competitor to be legendary. I don't know why it didn't get it. Dude, just look at that deco. Oh my goodness. Sorry, the glaze is real, but I have to glaze this level. I don't know what to say about it. Super fun to play. It just like feels like a journey and a half that you go through, just even though you played so little attempts in this level. I actually did beat this one in school at a desk, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Yeah, I mean, there's some parts that I should not have died at for sure, but like right here, but there's other parts where it's like, okay, that you did not know what's coming, and that's fair. I didn't know what was coming. That was definitely probably the greatest level deco wise in this game list thingy, in which the level gets entered at the 14th spot on our list. Then we have Insidious, which was the next level that I beat. I'm probably just going to stop saying this level name because my editor's probably going to roast me. But this level was fun for the most part. The little parts were frustrating because I knew I could beat this pretty early on. But it was just I was dying to some stupid places. It was fun until it wasn't. Kind of reminded me of like Diminution with the song. So it was a little interesting song wise. Everything else was pretty good. The gameplay was actually relatively fun for the most part. I loved where the dedication to Dansman. I loved that part because it was actually fun gameplay. It was Dansman deco, and then overall it was very easy from there. Like that's literally it. There's nothing else to do. You just sit and watch this little red X and ask for part 2, and then you're done. Overall successful level-ish. Who knows? And it goes in spot number 15 on the list. The level after that in which I beat was NYCT0. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. NYCT0, it was definitely a step up with the music at least, because now getting back into the more drum and bass, more bass music, less of a chill music, so I'm getting a little more hype now. Well, not really hype music, but a little faster paced. Ooh, sorry about that. Yeah, this level was not bad at all. It was very fun. Definitely a recommend. The music can hurt my ears a little bit though. Let's be fair. Yeah, this part definitely hurt my ears when I was playing it, which was not fun. The decoration was very cool. Gameplay, fun. Overall, 8 out of 10. This part with this song was definitely a peak epitome of the level, for sure. There's a lot. It wasn't. I wouldn't say too high CPS, but it was definitely more than some of these levels, for sure, in CPS. I actually almost fluked this level, but I don't believe I did. I think I died at 87, something like that. But we ended up beating it pretty shortly after. So very fun level. I would definitely play it again I think the swing kind of caught me off guard a little at the end, but yeah, good level. And it goes in spot number 16 on our list. Okay, this list is actually getting pretty long. Next, as time is running out, we went for Styx. To be fair, Styx, I didn't really understand the theme of the level. I was just kind of playing it, and the song was kind of good, so I stuck with it. And it was also from the Demon Ladder list too. I mean, a lot of the demons on this list that I've got here was from the Demon Ladder. This part, I just really didn't understand what the theme of it was, but I like the deco. It was pretty cool, and I don't know what the build-up was for in the song. I guess it was song. I don't. It was very confusing, but I like this part. Was definitely the hardest for me. Was this little memory part, even though it had the best part of the song, in my opinion. And then this little UFO, I got screwed actually, right here at 60%. I died there twice, and the little drop here, I made it here a few times. I think it was like twice before I ended up beating it, but ended up beating it and with that little wave spam, and yeah, that's pretty much all that was left. Is a very, I'd say, underwhelming because of how quickly I beat it, but it was fun for sure. And it goes in the 17th spot on our list. And the next demon I beat was Cybersphere. Cybersphere was definitely a really fun level overall, and I actually died at 85%. Okay, I actually didn't beat this level. I ran out of time. I'm actually so sorry. I did not mean to lie to you. Actually, I did, but whatever. So we answered the question, how many demons can I beat in a week? The answer is 17. Also, I'm probably never going to do this again, and I'm going to be making a tier list. I'm also going to be releasing a list. Okay, subscribe, I don't care, whatever. I'll see you in the next video.